Joined by my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. And it may be interesting to see the offensive approach in this one, Chris. The wind is blowing in from the outfield pretty steadily.
Yeah, in conditions like this, you just want to make sure that you hit the ball more on a line. You get it up in the air. It's just got more of a opportunity to be caught at the warning track instead of getting out of the ballpark. So think, keeping it down, drive it into the gaps, and get your extra base hits in this one.
It's the Tampa Bay Rays taking on the New York Yankees. First pitch coming at you right after the break. Towing the slab in today's game, Carlos Rodon. And Singy, that may be his name, but the strikeout is his game.
Well, Boog, I can tell you've been working on that one, but yes, you are right. This guy's strikeout per 9, over 11. I mean, that's just getting it done. There are a lot of strikeouts in that other lineup, and when you look at what he's able to do, man, it's going to be a fun one to watch today.
Ready to go? Chandler Simpson getting ready to hit. And with that, we're underway in the Bronx. He'll challenge, thought that was a ball. Barely a hair out of the zone, but it was a ball. They'll keep both their challenges. And that's in there for a strike, and now it's even. The 1-1 is fouled off. The 1-2.
Ball 2.
And there's a ball. Fights it off. He'll see another. Payoff pitch. Good job to fight that one off. This one popped up. One up, one down. Now we'll look at Kevin Cash's lineup for the Tampa Bay Rays. Well, this team has been winning a lot of games, and offense has been a huge part of that. Typically, you get good at bats top to bottom, Chris.
Well, this is a team that's hitting for a real high batting average, and we talk at times that hitting is contagious. Definitely seems to be the case. They've also got good approaches at the plate, and from top to bottom, hitters just aren't giving away at bats, and when you're doing that, it contributes to winning baseball.
Junior Caminero, batting with one down, takes a strike. The 1-1 is fouled off. Here in the Bronx, just getting settled into this one. That one 95 to finish him off.
No, that's not the best two-strike fastball I've seen, but certainly got away with the location there. Sometimes as a hitter, when you're down in the count, you're so focused on a pitcher painting the black, and you just get a little bit locked up on something down the heart of the plate, not expecting it, and it just kind of freezes you.
Two down, nobody on. And it's quickly 0-2 on the designated hitter. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Not in time.
No, he got it. Safe.
With 2 outs, you just want to find a way to keep the line moving for the next guy. So an infield single right there does the job. Nicely done, just putting it in play and getting down to first to keep this inning alive. You never know what might come next as a result.
So a man at first. Now it's Ryan Vilade. Out towards right center field. It gets down a base hit. So that's 2 straight 2-out hits.
No waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer, and he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field.
Stepping in, Richie Palacios. That one finds the zone, and it's 0-1. Two on, 2 outs.
That's a ball.
The 1-1. Swinging a foul straight back. Got him swinging. A couple of hits in the inning, but they can't get him home. On to the bottom of the first. No score. Back at Yankee Stadium and on the mound for Tampa Bay in this one. Steven Matz. What do you have on him, Siggy?
He really relies on working down in the zone with that heavy sinker he's got. You know, it's not as popular to throw that pitch today as it used to be because guys are looking to hit balls down in the zone, get them up in the air. It's very important for him when facing same-side hitters to be able to get it in, especially early in the count. And to opposite guys, be able to throw it at that front hip and run it over the inside corner.
The 0-2. Bounced up the middle. Palacios. One gone, bottom half of the first. And time now to check out the New York Yankees lineup. Singing, I'm not sure what the manager's thinking putting this many lefty bats in the order against this southpaw starter.
Yeah, might be trying to get in the head of the pitcher out there. It's definitely not your traditional lineup, Boog. I can tell you from experience, it's so hard as a lefty batter when a left-handed pitcher is tossing nasty breaking stuff your way. Hope this call works out for him. I'm glad I'm not in the lineup today.
Aaron Judge stands in here, takes ball 1 low.
That's a ball. Yes.
Liner caught it second.
Well, baseball can be cruel, can it? I mean, sometimes it gives and sometimes it takes away. He did everything right on that swing, but he's got nothing to show for it.
Here comes Cody Bellinger. He's been a great free agent sign.
Huh.
And now the 0-1. Tap foul at the plate. Struck him out looking. We played an inning, no score. We move ahead to the top of the second now. And stepping in for the Rays, Johnny DeLuca.
Ball. Ball two.
Clyde Washington doing the umpiring behind the dish in this one. Sometimes considered a bit of a pitcher's umpire, Singy.
He likes the low ball, which traditionally favors pitching, but you know, hitters today are pretty good at dropping their barrel down, so we'll see how it goes in this one.
Up.
In the air to left center. Bellinger coming on. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there's one down.
Batting seventh, the center fielder,
Cedric Mullins next to hit for the Rays. Singing he's never finished the season with more stolen bases in his entire career. Just missed. There's the strike.
Feels like the fastball is catching them off guard at times. They've watched several go by for strikes, and they're still not attacking them for some reason.
Lined into left center, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Just a really nice approach to shoot that line drive to the opposite field. There's a lot of hard work and discipline that goes into getting a result like that at the plate. Doesn't come naturally for most hitters.
Here's the catcher to hit. Hunter Fiducia. Step off, throw to first.
No, he's in there.
And he dives back in safely. Line drive, base hit, right center field. Mullins rounds second, heads for third. And they'll have runners at the corners after a one-out single.
Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield. Runner in scoring position now and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
Here's the shortstop at the plate. Taylor Walls trying to get the Rays on the board.
Oh.
In the dirt, blocked. No movement on the base. It's ball one.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Two on, one out. Yeah, that's fouled off.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
Out towards left center. Volpe has a beat on it. Brings it in.
Yeah, that's a tough play for the infielder, ranging back into the outfield. There's part of him that's saying, hey, where are you at, outfielder? Call me off. But he stayed focused and made a nice catch right there.
Here's the Rays leadoff hitter, Chandler Simpson. Popped out to left his first time. Fought off foul. The Rays with a chance to score first here at the top of the second. Close one, doesn't get the call. And that's ball one.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
2 on, 2 outs. Right back to him on the mound. Slings to first, and that will end the inning. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Back for more from the Bronx. And stepping in for the Yankees, Jazz Chisholm Jr.
Chisholm Jr.
Fouled off. He was late. Right through there for a strike.
He's trying to stay away from this lefty, knowing that a lot of left-handers like the ball down and in.
Swing and a bouncer. Palacios fires over to first. That's 1 out, the bottom of the second.
Batting fifth, the first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
And Paul Goldschmidt will come up to hit.
Ball.
Second inning here, no score. Turned on, but that's foul down the third baseline. Here's a 1-1. And that drops in for a strike. Goes down looking for the strikeout. Clip the bottom of the zone with a curve for strike 3. Now at the plate, Spencer Jones.
Ball.
Two down, nobody on. And a foul ball. Late with the swing there.
This guy's sink has so much drop in it. It's almost like a split finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, he gets swings and misses.
He gets there with the slide. Throw to first. Safe at first, and an infield single keeps the inning going. Here's Ryan McMahon now. Step off throw to first. The 0-1. Runner on the move. That's in for a strike. And that's a stolen base, not even close.
Looks like the base runner had a pretty good feel on the pitcher's move. After that pick over, seemed to settle in, and he took off right away. Nice job of stealing second right there.
Man on second, 2 down. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
Got some cut action to it. Velocity pretty good on that slider. So far, moving the ball around nicely.
And the 0-2. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. And it'll be first and third now after that miscue. Jones up to third on the wild pitch. So he's able to reach first base despite the strikeout, and that extends the inning. Kind of a tough turn of events for the defense there.
Yeah, it's maybe a little bit of a morale killer. For a second, you think you're about to go hit, but really quickly you have to refocus and be ready for the next play. We'll see if they can work around it.
So 2 outs with runners on the corners. Anthony Volpe stepping in now for the Yankees. In the dirt. No advance. Good job behind the dish. Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Oh.
In the dirt. Nothing happening on the bases, though. Swing and a chopper. Palacios. And that's the inning. So they strand a pair. We head on now to the top of the third. We're tied 0-0. New inning getting started, and stepping in for the Rays, Junior Caminero. Foul ball there. Oh, 1 down. Inside, almost got him. Swing and a foul out of play. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. See ya! Strikes him out for the second time today.
That was a really nice pitch call for that put-away slider right there. You look at the sequence in that at-bat, and he hadn't thrown it yet, so this makes it really tough to recognize and fight off with 2 strikes. I'm sure it looked like a fastball all the way until it wasn't.
Now it's the DH, Jonathan Aranda.
Oh.
Some real good life going through the zone on that one.
Top of the third, no score. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of the zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
Now, Ryan Valade, 1 for 1 with a single so far. He swings and fouls one off. Two down, nobody on.
Nope. Oh, 1.
And that is out of play. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And he strikes out the side in the third. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's the Yankees catcher now, J.C. Escarra.
Escarra.
Let's go, JC. Let's go, New York.
On the ground to the left. One pitch and one out.
Up next for the Yankees, the designated hitter, Ben Rice.
Back to the top of the Yankee order. Ben Rice digs in now. Grounded out his first time up. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time.
Ball one.
The 1-1. And there's a foul ball. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Throw to first. Out.
You're out of it.
2 away now after the drop third strike.
Up next for the Yankees, the right fielder, number
Man, that was
99,
very close at
Aaron.
first. I thought for a second he might beat it and reach on the strikeout, but that was a nice, strong throw to complete the out. That's a tough play when there's not much margin for error on the throw.
It's Aaron Judge now. 0 for 1 so far.
That's the ball.
The lefty, the 1-0. And
That's the
another
ball.
ball. Next offering is fouled back. Bounced up the middle. Nice grab to first. And that's a nice play to end the inning. Down in order go the Yankees. Still no score. As we go to the top of the fourth. And stepping in for the Rays, Richie Palacios.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge, just changing planes, and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
0-1 now. That one is hammered right field. Way back there, it's got a chance. Up against the wall and brings it in.
Up next for Tampa Bay, the right fielder.
That's a really nice job right there. Great awareness, making the catch up against the wall. You see the perfect technique, feeling for the wall with the bare hand while keeping his eyes on the baseball as it's coming down, his glove in a good position to make the catch. That's exactly how you do it.
And that one just barely missed. The call is overturned. Still 2 challenges left for them. The 1-0. That one fouled off. All tied up. Top half of inning number 4.
Oh.
In the air to left center. Bellinger on the move. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. 2 down.
Up next for Tampa Bay, the center fielder, Cedric
So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Cedric Mullins. A single his first time.
Ball one.
Fastball is outside.
Hup.
Two down, nobody on. Swing and a miss, struck him out. On to the bottom of the fourth now, still with no score. Bottom of the inning,
Leading
and
off
stepping
for
in for the Yankees, Cody
the left
Bellinger.
fielder, Cody Bellinger.
Ball. Ball two.
That one misses. Ball three. It's a leadoff
Thank you,
walk,
mate.
and that's the go-ahead run.
That could jumpstart an offense that's really struggled to score in this one. Don't want to wake a team up with the free pass.
Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. He's 0 for 1. This is a guy that they are counting on to deliver, and early on this season, it's been a struggle. That clips the corner. Bottom line, his resume says he's a good hitter, just has not gotten off to a very good start. You got to figure regress to the mean, water finds its level, all those sayings, that he will end up having a good year. The 0-1. Breaking ball in there for a strike. And this one squirts away from the catcher. The throw into second. And now a man into scoring position.
Really good read by the runner there. His secondary lead, he anticipates the trajectory going down and gets a really nice jump up to second base. Now he's in scoring position. He's taken away the double play opportunity.
Man at second. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. In the dirt. Here's a 2-2. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Had him out front for strike three.
I mean, there aren't many curveballs in the sport today that break like that thing does. Huge movement. It's so difficult to get on the same plane and even think about squaring it up, let alone get a piece and hope he throws something else to keep the at-bat alive.
Go-ahead run on base. Now it's Goldschmidt up to the plate. He was a strikeout victim his first time.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit is probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound. Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
Jackknifes out of the way.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Spencer Jones on deck for the Yankees. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
This guy will throw any pitch in any count. 3-2. He goes off speed, gets the out.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Spencer Jones stepping in now for the Yankees. And that one fouled off. Man on second, 2 down. And that one fouled off.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but some way, somehow.
That's 3.
Oh, that's a strikeout, and that'll do it for the inning. Through 4, still tied. Zip, zip. Back now in the Bronx. And now the catcher for the Rays, Hunter Fiducia.
Well, these Rays showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They haven't produced a run yet, but the pitch count for the starter is starting to climb, so they're hoping that starts to pay off soon.
Stays alive. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Picks up strikeout number 7.
Well, that slider down and away, it's just kind of a slow death. With 2 strikes, you're looking to protect, and halfway to the plate, you know you've committed, and you know you're going to have no chance of touching it. Tell you what, sometimes you just have to tip your cap.
Taylor Walls, the next to hit. He's 0 for 1.
Up.
Here's the 0-1. Fought off foul. The 0-2. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Bellinger makes the grab. 2 away now. And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. So the Rays batting order turns over. Chandler Simpson will hit next. Fouls one off out of play, back to our left. 2 down, nobody on, and we're at the top of the 5th.
That's a ball. Nope, ball 2.
That's to third. The throw to first. Rays retired in order. He continues to roll on the mound as 5 shutout innings are in the books. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Here at New
We
Yankee
got
Stadium in the Bronx, we head to the bottom of the fifth. Ryan McMahon stepping in now for the Yankees. Yeah, that's fouled off.
You know, these Yankees being a little too patient at the plate in this game. Sometimes it's a good thing, but today they're continuing to fall behind in the count, and that's adding a ton of pressure to their offense.
A little out front there as he swings through it. In the air, right field. DeLuca gets under it, and there's one away.
The batter, number 11, shortstop.
So up next for New York, Anthony Volpe grounded out his first time up.
He's a bad ball hitter, so even if you get him to chase pitches outside the zone, he still might beat you. Not an easy out by any means.
And a foul ball.
Nothing but curveballs so far in the at-bat. Kind of makes it difficult as a hitter to know what to look for, because you start wondering if he'll keep coming with it or if they'll try to speed you up.
Swing and a ball popped up. Palacios should have this one 2 away.
Up next for the Yankees, the catcher, J.C. Escarra.
And next for New York, J.C. Escarra. First time up, he grounded to third.
No, that's a ball.
Come on, JC.
2 down, nobody on. That one ripped, but foul. Here's a 1-1.
Here we go, JC.
Cut on and missed. Curveball struck him out. Still nothing on the scoreboard for him after 5. Back after this on the show. Back here in a close one, and a look now at some of the biggest plays from the game. Junior Caminero getting ready to hit.
Junior Caminero.
Come on, Yankees. Let's go, Bombers.
Rodon back to work. That one's upstairs, ball 1. The Yankees with some action in their pen. Ryan Yarbrough, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. Doval getting cranked up as well. And that one is lifted in the air. Bellinger on the move to the gap. He's got it. 1 away.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
Jonathan Aranda digs in now. 1 for 2. Lined into right. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. And they have their first base runner since the 2nd inning.
Up next for Tampa Bay.
Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Ryan Vilade now at the plate. And that one ripped into right. Out number 2.
The batter number 1, second baseman, Richie Palacios.
And here is Richie Palacios.
You know, this is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. What you tell yourself is I want to stay square to the plate, try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head. And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Nope, that's inside.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
A little bit low.
That's low.
A rare 3-ball count here. He's been throwing strikes all day. Got to be ready to hit if you're in the box.
On the ground. They get the force. Inning over. Make it 6 shutout innings for him out there now. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show.
Now pitching for the
Back
Rays.
now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound. Number 70. He's been so good against lefties. Back to the top of the order. Leading off, Ben Rice. Scoreless here, but now he's got to deal with a guy who's got some power. Got to be careful when you're talking about a hitter with this type of slug and these type of home run totals. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Kevin Kelly, the right-handed sinker baller. He looks to be readying himself. Legumina also getting ready. And another ball. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. It's a leadoff walk, and that's the go-ahead run.
You know, Boog, it's been said these guys are savages in the box. You can see it right there with such tight plate discipline.
Here comes Aaron Judge. This splits between April and May there. That's a bullet, but it goes foul.
Oh, it's a really good pass to the ball right there. Just a little bit too quick. He's got to find a way, just let it travel a hair more. You don't want to get beat by a fastball in, and he spits on that one. Way to lay off that pitch down.
And fouled off. The 2-2 on the way. Swing and a ground ball, and it goes just foul. The Yankees with the go-ahead run at first here in the bottom of the sixth. Check swing, appeal to first. No, he held up. And a payoff pitch. And he walked him. And he did more than just raise the pitch count in that long AB. The walk moves the go-ahead run into scoring position. Here's Cody Bellinger, really thriving with the bat this season here at home.
Two walks in the inning already, and he just doesn't seem comfortable out there. Like he can find the right mechanics and then repeat them.
The 1-0. That one hammered, but pulled foul. First and second here, no outs. Fly ball right field. DeLuca in position. He's got it. Runner tags at second, and he moves up 90 feet. Runners at the corners now. One away.
The batter, number 13, second baseman.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen.
Now pitching for the
Kevin
Rays.
Kelly gets the ball now.
He's certainly been one of their better relief pitchers this season. The numbers are really solid, so they feel great about handing the ball over to him.
Now Jazz Chisholm Jr. steps up for a big at bat.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog. Really good job in this spot to get ahead in the count. He's going to have to continue, finish off this hitter.
Runners are at the corners, one away.
Oh.
Line to left, brings it in. Runner tagging from third. And they strike first as they take a 1-0 lead.
What a time to miss the cutoff, Boog. If he puts that throw on the money, they've got a chance to get that runner at home. Instead, a critical run scores. That could swing this game.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. That was the sweeper, but it missed. That one close, ruled the ball. And that's ball 2.
Struggled a little bit in this one. Couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
2-0. And another ball. Challenge from behind the dish here. Just caught the zone by a whisker, and the call is overturned. So they get to hang on to their second challenge. The 2-1. In the zone for a strike. That was the sweeper. Ground ball left side, and it stays fair. And they have their first hit since the second inning.
Up
Here's the center fielder, Spencer Jones.
Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Let's see if he can be a little more aggressive right here.
And he hits a ground ball right side, and foul ball. Two on, 2 outs. Tap foul at the plate. In the air, right field. And he makes the catch. And that's the 3rd out. 2 men left stranded, but they do push across 1. 7th inning coming up. Yankees 1, the Rays nothing. It's an AL East matchup here on MLB The Show. Top of inning number 7, and stepping in for the Rays, Johnny DeLuca.
This lineup is having a tough time finding a good rhythm at the plate. Their swings are disjointed, which tells me they're having issues with pitch recognition. Well, it's been a very impressive outing so far. His command has been a big part of it. Even when he misses outside the strike zone, which is exactly what a pitcher wants.
Right through there for a strike.
So I'm impressed with that challenge pitch right there. Even with this slim lead, this guy's not afraid to go right after these hitters.
Oh.
Swing and a foul out of play. Looking to get the tying run on base. And it remains 2-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. Outside, and a full count now.
Expect for that guy to come right at you with a fastball, something in the zone, because he does not want to allow the leadoff walk.
This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Reaches over the wall, and he's got it.
Up next for Tampa Bay, the center fielder, Mullins.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Carlos Rodon is done in this one. Really solid performance out of him as he leaves with a slim lead. We'll take a break. New arm when we get back.
Now pitching for the
New
Yankees.
pitcher for the Yankees,
Number
Ryan
33.
Yarbrough.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect the tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Digging in, Cedric Mullins. And that is out of play. Here comes the 0-1. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. Mullins wants another look at the called strike. It's a challenge. And after review, it was a ball. Good eye. They'll keep their remaining challenge. The 1-1. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. The Yanks trying to hold a 1-run lead here in the top half of inning number 7. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. At the plate, Hunter Fiducia. On the ground to the left, and that's just foul. Two down, nobody on.
Oh,
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Outside low, 3-2 now. Taylor Walls in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Payoff pitch. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Got him. That's the 3rd out. Rays go in order. 1, 2, 3. They still trail 1-0. Set for the last half of the 7th. And stepping in for the Yankees, Ryan McMahon. That's outside. Ball 1. When you look at the Yankees and think about all those retired numbers, in fact, no more single digits are available with the exception of 0. Chris, what stands out to you?
Well, for me, it kind of explains why I wore number 80 in spring training with the Yankees. Other than the fact I wasn't going to make the team, you look at it, it is pretty difficult, if you would say, as a player that gets drafted or signs with that team, to think of, man, how am I going to get comfortable with the new number? Because there's not many options left.
In plenty of time to first, and they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th. Anthony Volpe stepping in now for the Yankees. And first offering is fouled off. So many great players have played for the Yankees, the likes of Gehrig and Ruth and DiMaggio and Mantle. And then the other retired numbers that really represent the most recent path of success, led, of course, by number 2, Derek Jeter.
Yeah, and obviously the one that stands out the most is that number 2. So many people familiar with the iconic shortstop, Derek Jeter, and the championships that the Yankees won while he was team captain. Just impressive, but no question about it. The history and all.
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. And it's a foul ball. I think it's one of the best all time. An art student at UW-Eau Claire created it. It is super creative, and I think one of the better logos we have in the sport. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
And now, J.C. Escara. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Man at first, 1 away. Fouled off left side. Oh, and 2 now. Takes a swing. Appeal down to 3rd. Nope, he held back. Outside corner, got him looking. Escara thought that one missed, and here comes a challenge. So the call will stand. Still 1 challenge left for them. And the Rays manager making his way towards the mound now as he will make the move. Kevin Kelly is done, and he leaves in a one-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute.
Now pitching for
So out of the
Tampa
pen
Bay,
comes the right-hander,
number
Casey
67,
Legumina.
Casey
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
And now Ben Rice. Got to be careful with a slugger like this because he can turn it into a three-run game in the blink of an eye. That one's in there. That's strike one. Volpe off of first with 2 away. And a big swing and a miss.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just got to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
Swing and a miss. Got him to go up the ladder for the K. One left for the Yankees, but they still lead it 1-0.
Now pitching for the
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Camilo Doval. He has a great slider with tons of movement. Now a pinch hitter coming on for the Rays, Yandy Diaz.
And he would be the tying run, Boog, so we may see him try to launch one if he gets a good pitch to handle.
Fouled off down the right side. The 0-1. Fouled off. He was late. Oh, 2 now. Fights it off. He'll see another. That one is absolutely belted. Way back there. That one is foul, and he'll see another. The 0-2. And just misses with that one.
Really nice slider right there, sweeping across the dish, but just couldn't hang the edge.
Chases the fastball up the ladder, struck him out.
Pretty big strikeout right there to start this 8th inning. Down 1, any leadoff base runner really makes this inning a bit more interesting. But now this offense has to switch from possibly trying to manufacture a run to needing to run into something or just try to string multiple hits together to get a run across the plate.
Chandler Simpson next to hit for the Rays. 0 for 3 in this one. That one outside. Ball 1.
Ball 2.
Top of the zone for a called strike. Swing and a miss at 100 miles an hour. Ring him up, says Clyde Washington. That's a strikeout.
Well, this is exactly what you're looking for from your bullpen arm when you roll them out there to start a new inning, hold on to a small lead. Just such a stabilizing effect. And not only get the first 2 hitters, but to strike them out. That gives everyone on defense a big boost of confidence.
Caminero in the box here and fouls it off for strike 1. The Yankees holding on to a one-run lead, and we're at the top of the 8th.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
Foul ball there. Two down, nobody on. And a foul ball, he stays alive. One-two now. Got him swinging for the K. And he strikes out the side in the 8th. Yankees won, the Rays nothing. Carson Williams. He's the new shortstop as he comes in as a defensive replacement here. Well, one-run game, and stepping in for the Yankees, Aaron Judge. Hammered, base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single. And here comes Bellinger. Fought off foul. Here comes the 0-1. And a foul ball. The 0-2. On the ground, a second, might be 2. There's one. Not in time to first.
In there.
It's a fielder's choice.
Number 13, second baseman, Jazz.
One out man at first. Jazz Chisholm Jr. stepping in now for the Yankees.
If you're not ready for that pitch, you're just going to swing and miss or pop it up, waste the at-bat. If you're going to let it go, you better be ready to swing it.
Quick toss to first. Bellinger dives back. Now the 0-1.
Oh.
Legumina in his second season, 28 years old, and he was drafted in the 8th round back in 2019. The 1-1. Yeah, that's fouled off. The 1-2.
Ball. High.
That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. One-run game. One out. One on. Bellinger goes. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Into third now. So runners at the corners and one out.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
And here's Paul Goldschmidt, 1 for 3.
Ball 1.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get 2. Get out of this.
Runners at the corners, one away. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning. And that one fouled off. There's the strike at the knees.
Big pitch right here. He's going to try to make a pitch that's going to produce a strikeout or a ground ball double play.
Bellinger, the runner at third. Chisholm at first. One gone. Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
And up next for New York, Spencer Jones. Right through there for a strike. Two on, 2 outs.
Oh.
It's a big opportunity right here, but I love the way he's slowing the game down. He's shrinking his zone, making sure he gets the pitch that he wants to hit.
This one in the air, center field. Mullins has a beat on it. And that is that. A couple of hits in the inning, but they can't get him home. Through 8 full, the Yankees lead it 1-0. Last chance for the Rays coming up. It's an AL East matchup here on MLB The Show. We're back, and on the mound is the closer, David Bednar.
Oh, he's the guy they hope to turn to out of the pen to lock down wins. So this game has gone to plan, more or less. Let's see if he can wrap it up here.
That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. Fastball for a strike.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they creeping into my mind right now.
Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Got him. 1 away on the strikeout.
Well, that splitter out of the hand, it just sort of jumps on you, and your interpretation is here comes a fastball again. Well, it never really reaches because the bottom falls out of it and you swing over the top, and that's why they call it a split finger fastball, because it looks like a four-seamer.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Ryan Valade, and that misses. And that is ball 1. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. The Yanks trying to close out a 1-run lead here at the top of the 9th. Swing and a miss as he was out front. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. The 1-2. That's to third, and that chance handled. Tosses to first. 2 gone now.
That's why you hunt the lines on the corners late in a ball game like this. Positioned perfectly.
Last chance for the Rays. So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Richie Palacios. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. Not even close there. Ball 1. Lined, and that's a base hit. So the tying run reaches with 2 away.
Up next for Tampa Bay.
Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Now up for Tampa Bay, Johnny DeLuca.
Typically, the outfield defense will play a little bit deeper just to keep the ball in front, make sure that runner on first doesn't come all the way around to score and tie this ball game up.
Crowd locked in right now. One-run game here in the ninth. He's got it. Ball game. The Yankees claim the win here behind some great pitching and defense.
Well, this one was all about the pitching and defense. Outstanding job of the pitchers, really attacking hitters, trusting what the catcher was putting down, and trusting the players standing behind him to make the plays defensively. Sometimes you want to see a high-scoring game, but sometimes you can appreciate the artistic beauty of what these pitchers did on the mound today.